what's up, y'all? Welcome back. Today I will be talking about a topic that has been brought up quite a few times. Not the obvious ones like you guys have been messaging me about, but one in particular that's stood out to me that I'm surprised people keep asking me about, and that's if I have a tattoo. What? Why do I have to have a tattoo? What makes you think that I have a tattoo? What's up with that? So, here it goes. Let me just tell you my views on what I think about tattoos. Growing up, when I was a teenager, I was a pretty rebellious teenager. Like I mentioned before, I grew up in a very strict household, so I was what you would consider the black sheep of the family. Being the black sheep, I really liked things that my parents pretty much didn't. So I was into the whole rock alternative scene. I liked standing out. I didn't do all the crazy hair dyeing thing. I didn't do anything physically crazy because, I mean, it wasn't allowed. But I always wanted a tattoo when I was at, like, I think I was like 15 through 18. I wanted a tattoo because I thought it was like the coolest thing. Not because like it was gonna be meaningful, not because, you know, of a deeper meaning to it, but I just saw like rock stars and the rebellious movie stars and just the cool crowd. They always had tattoos and they just looked so trendy and so sick. I'm like, man, I want to be like that. I want to be just like them. Because when I was a teenager, I didn't want to stand out. I actually wanted to be like everyone else. Dumb, I know. I wanted to be like everyone else. But it was still weird because I wanted to be different. Do you know what I mean? So by being different, I just listened to rock. But everyone else did too. So I was like, okay, I'm different, but not too different where I'm like an outcast and a weirdo. Yeah, I was pretty much a sheep growing up. And thank God I didn't get one back then, because if I would have, it probably would have been something retarded like a Ninja Turtle right here or something. Somewhere where it would be stupid. Or maybe like I would have like, I don't know, Tweety Bird like right here. Right there. So I would look gangsta. So that was high school. Thank God I didn't do it. I'd look freaking ridiculous right now. Moving forward in my life, now I'm in like my early 20s, where it's the phase where I'm really trying to figure out who Geo really is. And I'm like trying to experiment and see different things and figure out who I really am. So in doing that, I started really getting into like, oh my God, the skin, it's so beautiful, you know, it's like, it's pure and it's clean. So I started thinking like, oh my God, people with tattoos, that's horrible. Why would you ever want to mess up your beautiful skin? Why? And I would always use this analogy. I'd always be like, so if you ever buy a Lamborghini, would you ever stick a bumper sticker on it? No, of course not. So I was like, why would you do that to your skin? Especially permanently. And I thought that everyone that had a tattoo was like, kind of like they just look dirty. That was stupid, I know. I quickly got out of that phase and I realized how stupid and close-minded that really was, because it's like that has nothing to do with the person or their status or anything. It's like, come on, we live in the freaking 2000s now. Like, why am I thinking like freaking women can't vote era? Like, what the hell is that all about, right? So my ideas about it changed and I started thinking, you know what? Everyone has the right to do whatever they think is cool, whatever they feel, you know, whatever they feel or whatever's appealing to them. Who the hell am I to be judging? I'm not perfect. Why the hell am I trying to judge other people? So got out of it, but I still didn't want any tattoos because I just felt like, for me, you know what? I'm just such a plain Jane type of person and I'm always changing my mind. Like, I always like trying new things, trying different things, so I don't want something to permanently be on me that I'm gonna get tired of or that I'm just gonna get bored of, and I just want a change. Because I'm all about change. I always want to change everything. So I was still like, you know what? I don't want it yet. I kind of played around with the idea for a little bit, but I was like, yeah, I don't think it's gonna be for me. I can't pull it off. I'm not cool enough. I can't pull it off. So maybe a year later or so, I really started getting more into the tattoo culture and I started seeing, you know, the talent that's out there as far as artistically. And I really started appreciating them more and more. So I started seeing different artists, different pieces. I started really understanding everything behind it and wow, it's really, really a fascinating culture to be a part of, or just to know of. Like the history behind tattoos. Like a lot of people have that misconception that tattoos are or were used for like criminals or outcasts and stuff. Yeah, that's correct. In some cultures they did do that. They would brand the outcasts, or like for class status, you know, they would brand you for that. But in other cultures there was symbol of bravery, or it was just a rite of passage. So it doesn't necessarily carry that negative connotation that a lot of, sorry, but closed-minded people have about them. So in learning all of this, it really started changing the way I view these things. And now I still haven't gotten a tattoo. I have no tattoos, 0 tattoos, nothing, but I've been considering it. Here, I even drew something that I would want to have done. Let me know what you think. Here's one of the pieces I drew. I'm actually really, really fascinated by flowers, just the complexity and all the color schemes that they have, and just how delicate and beautiful they are. So I just kind of drew this. It's not anything really, really spectacular. Here's a lotus, and then here's just a different point of view of that lotus. It's nothing really big, but I was just trying to get different designs. If and when I'm ready to get one, it would most likely be a lotus, just because of, you know, what it represents. It's a flower that grows in the mud, pretty much, in murky, muddy waters, and it rises to the surface and it blossoms beautifully amongst all its imperfect surroundings. Before too, I wanted to get a tattoo just because of a deeper meaning, right? But because I do somewhat, just a little bit, I draw, I would also want another piece just because it's artistically beautiful. So those are my thoughts and views of tattoos. And thank you for all of you that asked that question. It's still funny to me that you guys thought I had it, and you guys would ask me that, because I guess I seem like the type of person that would have a tattoo. Wait, why? Why does it seem like I have a tattoo? Why? This is a new one. Ask me the most creative question and I will pick one out of all the questions that I get and I will answer. Ask me really funny, random questions. I want those. I want to answer it. I want to answer the most creative question out there. Thanks again. Bye, guys.